My name is Angel Arroyo, currently a science transformation coach at Miami Northwestern Senior High School. I originally taught at Miami Northwestern Senior High School, and then I became the Dean of Culture at Brownsville Middle School, and I'm happy to be back home at Miami Northwestern. So I've been working with Miss Mayeda. We had just finished a coaching cycle on using multiple levels of questioning. And I had noticed that she had phenomenal questions throughout her lesson. But when you looked at the sequence of the lessons going on, it was kind of, things were a little misplaced. The alignment wasn't there, so we weren't hitting the entire benchmark, we were kind of hitting pockets. So we sat down, really looked at what the specifics of this technique is. So for example, really targeting what is the overarching unit goal, getting more specific to what are the objectives to hit within this unit, and then getting down to the daily learning experiences for kids. We decided let's do it, let's jump in with planning with the end in mind. The first goal for lesson planning was that the lesson itself would be complete, it would be sequenced in a logical manner, and everything would be aligned to that overarching benchmark and objective. The look for was making sure, one, you're implementing the lesson plan with fidelity. And for this indicator of making sure everything's aligned and logical, what I chose to do, my version of modeling, after we debriefed the observation, was me modeling my thinking. Going through the process of lesson planning. So I started by looking at the item specs and the pacing guides, right? And making sense of what the benchmark is asking me, what are the content limits, and I was vocalizing my thought process the entire time while she took notes. Asking her questions, it was literally a model of how I would lesson plan. And I went through all the components, all the way through the I do, we do, and you do, so that she can see how that process comes about in a more effective manner. After that model, we debriefed on what she noticed, right? What were some strengths of that planning? What were some areas of growth? What could I have done better? What does she really align with in terms of that thinking process? So after that debrief, I observed the following lesson plan that she had created. This wasn't the final observation, I just wanted to see what she took from that thinking process. So after this coaching cycle was implemented, we debriefed on what were some of the gray areas about this coaching cycle, what were some areas of growth, and what are our action steps, what are concrete next steps that we should do. In regards to instructional planning, we did recognize that there are still some gaps in alignment in making sure that we hit the entire benchmark, and we're going to continue to cycle that through our future coaching cycles and our common plannings. We did recognize some great things too, there's a lot of great sequencing of learning experiences for kids. Things are much more aligned, but we could always enhance that.